What if I told you there's a creature that can dodge death with the agility of a ninja, fend off deadly cobras, and even outwit eagles? Yeah, I know, you're thinking of a superhero in an animal costume. But nope, I'm talking about mongooses, small, furry, unassuming, and seriously packing some life skills that most of us wish we had. Let's dive into their world, where teamwork, clever tricks, and danger are just part of the daily grind. First things first, what exactly is a mongoose? No, they're not some weird mix between a squirrel and a ferret, and no, they're not related to geese, despite what their name might suggest. These little carnivores belong to the order Carnivora, like lions and wolves, but they're in the same family as civets. Don't worry, you're not the only one confused by their name. The plural, mongooses, yep. Not monkeys, despite what your inner grammar nerd might hope. There are 36 species of mongooses spread across Africa, Asia, and southern Europe, from the infamous meerkats of the Lion King fame to the marsh mongoose who practically lives in water. These little guys have conquered nearly every environment they can find, from plains to marshlands to the very edges of urban life. Mongoose versus cobra. It sounds like the title of the next big action movie, but this isn't Hollywood, it's nature, and trust me, it's way cooler. You see, mongooses are among the only animals in the world that can take on a venomous snake like a cobra and win. But how? Is it venom, lethal? Here's where mongooses flex their superpower, a specialized nervous system mutation that makes them more resistant to venom. Not immune, mind you, but resistant enough that they can survive a strike that would knock out most other animals their size. And it's not just biology. These little guys are fast, like ninja fast, with reflexes that make them a cobra's worst nightmare. Of course, it's not all about taking down cobras like they're the stars of their own action flick. Mongooses have a wildly diverse diet. They'll snack on insects, birds, eggs, snakes, rodents, crabs, scorpions, you name it. If it's small enough to catch and eat, it's probably on the menu, and if they can't crack open something tough like a snail, they'll just invent a tool on the spot, smash it on a rock like they're living in the Stone Age. Makes you think twice about who the real tool-using species is, huh? Mongooses are social creatures, and in their world it's all about teamwork. Imagine living in a colony of 50 of your closest friends and relatives, all working together to survive. Kind of like the ultimate survival reality show, but with fur. They rely on each other for everything. Finding food, raising their young, and even dealing with threats. A mongoose alone, that's a snack for a raptor. But a colony of mongooses, well, that's a gang no one wants to mess with. They've even developed clever scent marking systems so everyone smells like part of the team. It's like they're constantly reapplying the group cologne. As if cobras weren't enough, mongooses also have to deal with another fearsome predator, the martial eagle, Africa's biggest bird of prey. Picture this. You're minding your own business, snacking on some beetles, when a giant shadow falls over you. Boom! An eagle swoops in, talons ready. What do? Well, if you're a mongoose, you sound the alarm. Everyone knows their role in the colony, and within seconds they're all in hiding. Good luck trying to snatch one when there are 20 pairs of eyes watching your every move. Now, let's talk about one of the most surprising friendships in the animal kingdom, the mongoose and the warthog. And yes, it's kind of like Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King, but with fewer musical numbers and more practical benefits. Mongooses help warthogs out by picking off ticks and other parasites. In return, the warthogs provide them with, well, a mobile restaurant. It's mutualism at its finest. But not everything is sunshine and teamwork in the mongoose world. In the 1800s, people thought, hey, these mongooses are great at killing rats. Let's bring them to Hawaii to fix the rat problem. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out. Instead of focusing on the rats, mongooses turned their attention to birds and other small animals. They wreaked havoc on ecosystems, driving some species close to extinction. The Javan mongoose even made it onto the IUCN's list of the world's 100 worst invasive species. So yeah, introducing them to new environments, not always a great idea. Let's not forget the meerkats. Yep, these adorable little sentinels are part of the mongoose family. While they might seem like the poster children for cute animal videos, meerkats are tough as nails. They live in colonies of up to 50 individuals and they're constantly on guard duty. Imagine having to take turns being the lookout all day, every day. Exhausting, right? They may look sweet, but cross a meerkat colony and you'll find yourself up against a well-organized, highly disciplined army of fur. Disney wasn't far off when they made Timon into a comic relief character, but in reality, these guys are all business. Ever heard of a mongoose that likes to hang out by the water? Meet the marsh mongoose, a species that leads a semi-aquatic life. They don't live in the water, but they're never far from it. Think of them as the mongoose version of a fisherman, always by the riverbank ready to scoop up a meal. These guys are so versatile they can fish, forage, and even dive when necessary. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Mongooses that can swim like pros. Mongoose legends go back centuries. In India, they're seen as brave snake killers, even earning the respect of warriors for their courage. The ancient Egyptians revered them as well, believing they could fight off evil spirits and protect homes from danger. In fact, in some parts of the world, they're still seen as symbols of protection. Maybe it's time we give mongooses the credit they deserve, not just as snake killers, but as nature's stealthy warriors. While most mongoose species are listed as least concern in terms of conservation, a few, like the Liberian mongoose and the Sokoke dog mongoose, are considered vulnerable. These little creatures may seem small, but they play a huge role in their ecosystems, keeping pest populations down and contributing to biodiversity. Without them, things could spiral out of balance. At the end of the day, mongooses are some of the toughest, cleverest, and most surprising animals you'll ever come across. Whether they're outwitting a cobra, catching fish, or forming tight-knit colonies, they're proof that size doesn't always equal strength. So the next time you hear the word mongoose, don't think small and weak. Think fast, fearless, and always ready for the next adventure. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp and your reflexes sharper. You never know when you might need them.